In this video, we are going to be analysing Beyond Meat, ticker BYND. Now, before we get into the technical side of things, one thing I did want to point out is some news on Beyond Meat. I mean, you may have seen this already, but if you haven't, I mean, at the time I'm recording this, it's really only just come out. But Beyond Meat has fired employees. I mean, we saw it earlier down here if we quickly scroll down. Yeah, basically just a new round of firings, which, again, never a good sign. If companies are firing, it's an indication that they're trying to cut costs because most likely their profitability is going down. Or they just don't have enough demand, which again, also possible considering people have less disposable income. But either way, it's never a good sign for a company if they're having to fire employees. And as well, the way they're doing it is a bit fishy. I mean, they're not just, firing them out or firing out a team. They're literally just cutting them off their terminals and then contacting them individually, which again wouldn't be the best sign. That kind of hints to me there's more to come, because the only reason I think they would be doing that is that they don't want talk, at least right away. So yeah, definitely that would create some concern to me. I do think then we'll see more firings coming from Beyond Meat in the near future, so do be careful of that news. But what is quite strange is we haven't really been too hit from this news. I mean, it came out, yes, we've done a bit of a dip, but nothing too crazy. So that is a bit strange to see, but onto the technical levels. So if we push to the upside, we do have levels at $28 and $32, and our closest supports are $8.30 and really $2.05. Now the thing that's a bit weird with this, not weird, but just because this stock has sold off so much, obviously we went from $110 a year ago, we're now sitting or had a low of $12.75. It's made the deviations very wide. We don't tend to see this kind of sell-off in the large cap side of stocks, not this harsh, because when you see it, the deviations get so wide and it does make it difficult to trade at strong levels, because for the stock to get to a level that we would be interested to, we would either need to sell off 45% from where it already is, or go up nearly 100%. And so this is one of the concerns I have with Beyond Meat, and one of the reasons I personally won't be trading it probably in the near future, because at these kind of levels, from the technical side, I can't really get a good entry. So unless there's some kind of news that's going to have a big catalyst in the stock and I can play it or fade the news, really it's going to be something I'll be staying away to until it can push to either one of these levels. But if you are more bullish on it, you want even further targets, obviously we've got the 28, the 32. If we break that, we're paying attention to 41, 54, 56, and final levels going out to 67, 81, and 105. And again, you don't need to pay attention to all of these levels. Just pay attention closest to where you are now. So on on Beyond Meat, we're paying attention to the 775 and the 28. They're the two closest levels. They're the two that are going to have a reaction. One other level actually we could be paying attention to is it 1525. It is our statistical mean on the 6 month. So if we can break this, meaning we come above it, come back to retest it and hold, then it's a good indication that we could start pushing to the upside and we could be pushing towards that 28. Now, if we did continue down, obviously we've got that 205, and from a statistical side of things, we can't give you any more levels because this stock has sold off so harsh. Most of the deviations are negative. You can see over there, minus 15, over here, minus 10. So not something we can really give you levels, just 775 and 205 or 225 if it continues to sink. And again, really, I would say with Beyond Meat, yes, it's going to follow the overall market, but the key thing I would be watching is their news. If you're starting to see more employees fired, which again, I do expect to happen, but again, just be watching the news for it. If you see another round, maybe even two, it's really bad signs for this stock, and it is definitely something that I would be more short bias on going into the future. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, want to drop a like and subscribe and check out one of these two analysis videos.